Guys, are you sick of seeing CSL DRLs? Well, I'm going to show you how easy it is to install our RGB DRLs onto this M2. Okay, so the first step is wiring. So the wiring harness is behind the headlight. To gain access to that, we need to remove the wheel and the fender liner, and I'll show you how to do that. To remove the fender liner, we need to remove 8 8mm bolts. So now that all the bolts are removed, it's time to remove the fender liner. So we need power for the Bluetooth controller, and to do that we'll be tapping it onto the factory harness. To remove the plug, squeeze the sides and pull. I'm going to be cutting back the tape to expose the power and ground wires. Just be super careful not to cut any of the wires in the process. So the two wires that we need are the brown wire, which is the ground, and the red and black wire, which will be the constant power. So I'm going to show you guys what's inside the box. So we have DRL modules. So a packet for the left side, a packet for the right side. We've got some hardware, so some zip ties and some T-tap connectors. And our Bluetooth controller. Oh, also, what's included? QR codes for the tutorial, QR codes for the app, depending on which phone you use. So for the wiring process, just to make it easier and without all the bulk, just disconnect the wiring harness. First we're going to tap power, so that's red to red. Although the kit does come with T-tap connectors, we highly recommend soldering for a better connection. Now we're going to tap the ground, black to brown, and we're going to repeat the same process as we did for the power. So once that's done, just neaten everything up. Now that the power and ground is all wired in, I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this plug into the headlight, like so. And I'm going to feed this white trigger wire to the top. Now I'm going to mount the Bluetooth controller. It's up to you where you want to mount it, but I'm just going to mount it just on the front bumper on the side over here in this little pocket. I prepared this earlier by putting some double-sided tape, and I recommend you do that too. Once that's been mounted, just make sure to plug the harness back into the Bluetooth controller. Now I'll be feeding the white trigger wire and the 2 ribbon cables to the top. The best path that I have found is to feed the wires through this gap here, just above the headlight. Now that's all fed to the top, I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the wiring. Now we will move on to install the RGB modules. So now we need to remove the heatsink located on the top of the headlight. It's just 3 T20 Torx screws. Gently remove the heatsink and remove the 2 plugs by pressing down onto the tab and pulling. To remove the factory modules, we just need to apply a little bit of heat and prying it using a flathead screwdriver. Once the modules are removed, we're just going to clean up the residue from the heatsink. This step is extremely important to ensure good adhesion for the new DRL modules. Now I'll be installing the DRL modules. The DRL modules are labelled left and right. When installing, just make sure you're using the correct sides. There are 2 modules per heatsink. Each module has guiding cutouts. Remove the backing paper from the module to expose the adhesive. Line up the guide cutouts to the heatsink and press down to install. Now we will be connecting the 2 modules with the ribbon cable. Lift up the tab, insert the ribbon cable facing down, and push the locking tab down to secure it. We need to tap the white trigger wire to the factory DRL circuit, which is the outermost left wire on the big plug. The white wire is the trigger wire, and this tells the Bluetooth controller when to turn on or off. We highly recommend soldering the connection. Now that we've tapped the trigger wire, we can now install the DRL modules. Starting with the shorter ribbon cable, unlock the tab by pulling up, insert facing down, push down to secure, and plug everything back in. When reinstalling the heatsink, just make sure that the ribbon cables are nice and flat. Reinstall the 3 T20 Torx screws. Now that the DRL modules are installed onto the heatsink, grab the longer ribbon cable and install it like we did on the other side. Wiring won't be required for this side, so we can just plug everything back in. And we'll just reinstall the heatsink with the 3 T20 Torx screws. So now that the other heatsink is installed, it's time to clean up the engine bay. And the best place to run the wiring is under this weather seal. So the last step is to reinstall the fender liner and then put the wheel back on. And that's it guys. As you can see, our daytime light modules can run the factory white color. But now you have the option to run whatever color you want. So that's how you install our RGB DRLs onto the M2 F87. Comment below on what color you think suits this M2 the best.